This video will focus on mastering the Edexcel paper 3 questions, starting with question 1 on inferences. Largely, questions on this paper will be familiar to those you have seen before. There is an 8-mark source utility question and a 12-mark explain why question, but there are also a variety of other questions. The inference question is question 1, and you are given a source that you need to make inferences from. This could be an image or a written source, and you effectively need to make a comment on what you can learn from the source and then give the quote or detail that supports your comment. Next, we look at the early interpretation questions. You are given 2 interpretations in this paper. For question 3b, you are asked to identify the main difference between the 2 interpretations. Keep it simple. And usually the answer can always be that one is positive or negative. Or, alternatively, it will be obvious that each focuses on a different event or person, for example. You will need to give a quote from each interpretation to support your point. For question 3c, explaining why they differ, use the different sources strategy. Link interpretation 1 to source B and interpretation 2 to source C or vice versa, and show how the source informed the interpretation. This is always an answer. Question 3d is the big evaluation question. You are asked to say how far you agree with one of the 2 interpretations, and will need to use your own knowledge to explain why you agree with what it says. You will need to analyze both interpretations, as it might be possible to say you agree more with the other interpretation. The winning formula uses the SQEL structure: summarize, quote, evidence, and link. Remember, you are also provided with 2 sources, with the interpretations. And from the previous question, you will know that each source matches an interpretation. You should use the supporting source as your own knowledge to support your interpretations, as this is allowed. Remember also there are 4 marks for spelling, punctuation, and grammar.